by the lake where the cattails grow. Mud on my boots and a cold wind blow. Calling the reeds, it's a careful game, a hunter's dance where none stay the same. The mist rolls thick while the dawn breaks red. Shadows circle while the sky's widespread. Feathers glint with the sun's first light. Here comes the rush, it's the hunter's fight. Echoes loud over water so clear. The call of the wild in the hunter's ear. It's man and bird in a fleeting race, out in the wild, in their sacred space. Shotgun sings with its steel refrain. The ducks take flight in a soaring chain. Some fall like autumn leaves too soon under a rising hunter's moon. Rustling grasses and the dog's wet bark, the thrill of the chase till the day turns dark. But with each shot there's a cost I find, leaving a trace we can't unwind. Echoes loud over water so clear. Call of the wild in the hunter's ear. Man and bird in a fleeting race, out in the wild, in their sacred space.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Real and Virtual Outdoors. Let me see if we have the elusive audio. Hello? We have it. I hear myself. All right. Let's call a few people out, shall we? Kelly and Nick is arguing like two fat kids over the last cookie about who was first. Who the hell cares? Welcome in, both of you. There's my friend Shirley T. Good to see you. Boone over Miami is here. Buck Williams is here. All right. That's the lineup that's chatted so far. Hello to the people in the background. If I cough a little bit today, you'll have to forgive me. The allergies tying me up. Fanny! Well, say, Fanny. I don't know why I turned that thing off up there for the grind, and it comes back on. So we'll turn it off again. We're going to have to get back on the grind soon. All right, now we're ready. I turned the thing off. Why? It must be a hot key I'm hitting somewhere. Turn it back on. I type with an old screen keyboard, and I think it's picking that up somehow. That's a minor thing that I don't really have time to fix. I got other projects going on, so we ain't worried about it too much. Let's see where we're gonna go, shall we? I think I'm gonna go down here. Shoot up the world real quick. Right here. We're gonna go right here to this tent. And then we're going to fast travel over to a hot spot. Fanny, what? We're going to go and we're going to hunt some ducks first, and then the last hour we're going to switch over to the goose spot and bust some geese. We're going to be using 2 different shotguns for that. I'll get into the shotguns in a minute, why I like them and why I have chosen them for you folks that enjoy that type of stuff. There's a lot of questions that I get asked about this, and no, I don't have all the answers, but I have some of them. We're going to run down here. This is a marshy area. It's probably one of my hottest duck spots. It's wide open, as you can see. You can see just about as far as you can see. And there's no trees in the way. See the birds coming in from a long way. Got plenty open space. Line up your shot without having to worry about them flying in front of a branch or a tree. Or some of the maps aren't like that. One of the toughest maps I hunt is on parquet. A lot of dead standing timber. Alright, we're in the blind. Dog is ready to go. I have no shotgun. Okay. Well, let's fix that. I don't know how that got taken out of that. Oh, I do know how I got taken out of that because I did a call. Won't take me but a second to put it back in there. All right, we're ready to go now. I need a call. Let's get a call. I want this one right here. This pretty much does the job for mostly what I'm going to be hunting today. This is the Bang Tang 12 gauge. This shotgun, that's some birds already in, come with a DLC. I think the dog will reveal when she goes to fetch, but I think I got 3 out of that bunch out of 2 shots. Corned beef hash. I like corned beef hash. The dog will go fetch birds while I sit here and wait on the next volley. This shotgun is a 12 gauge semi-automatic. I like the bead on it. It's very accurate. There's one bird he brought back. She brought back. Fire's good. Recoil's good on it. In fact, I liked it so much when I got the DLC that I switched over my main shotgun, which was the Cotw. That's that bird. I got him that time, though. Well, there's 3 birds that I've shot that I know for sure, and maybe a 4th. We'll see what the dog comes up with. But I thought I got 2 with 1, but maybe I didn't. We'll find out if she can fetch them fast enough to keep count. Right now, I'm pretty well knocking them out. It's going to be a lot longer shot. Reeled it. Got 2 out of 3 on that volley. 1, 2, 3. She's picked up 3 so far. We shot 5. Man, I'm going to lose count. I think she probably would have already got the other one if I had got to. So we just go to hunt. I shot behind that bird. Been watching a new show with a smart ass guy in an electric wheelchair. Thought you'd wonder why. You must be watching River Cat Tackle. Oh, hell. Yeah, not bad for an old man that hadn't shot him in a while. Not bad for an old man that hadn't shot in a while. This is a long shot. And a bad angle. You won't let him come around. Come on around here. Ah, they gonna turn off on me. Don't get foolish here. That dog's like, hey man, I need a break. That bird was way too far. "12 shots, 1 duck. I ain't got 1 duck, jackass. I got a ground full of them now. I just ain't picked them up yet. I'm too busy knocking them down. Show making a wide circle. Y'all come on in there and get you some. Here we go. Got it. I got to get out here and pick some up, but I got them all over the ground out here. There's 1. I didn't want to say that. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a diamond. I think I have one of those, but we're gonna save the harvest. I think I have a diamond tucked in. 6. That's what I got on the ground so far. And I think the dog is retrieved everything, but we'll check. Alright. Is plastic shot a real thing? Well, now, you can load. I'm going to do the sportsman thing and kick these birds up. That bird dancing a jig. See that bird dancing? You can load just about anything into a shotgun. I wouldn't advise it, but I used to load shotgun shells. We used to dove hunt a lot, and I used to reload my own shotgun shells. And I gotta tell you, the shells that you load, I missed that bird. I didn't miss him that time. Too far, but I'll try. I got 1. The shells that you load are a lot better quality shells than you can buy. If you go down to Walmart and buy shotgun shells, got 7/8 ounce shot in it, which is pretty low. You're going to get what you pay for. I used to load 1 1/8 ounce of shot, and they did pack a mean punch. We killed many a bird with them shells. But I had an old hand loader. You loaded them one at a time. But they were good shotgun shells. See, I didn't panic on that shot. I just eased it back over in front of him. Took a little time. They were great shotgun shells. And I enjoyed hunting. Look at this. What the hell? White bird's dead. He's under the tent. Shut up, you joker. I might as well pick you up while I'm out here. I can't pick them up fast. I got birds. I hear birds coming in. Be easy back here in the blind. I knew I heard them. I could get shot that way fast enough. Got him. Well, you got to get on them quick when they get up, because yes, they are. He's out shooting clays one time. I had an old New England single barrel shotgun. It was easy for me to load it. Pushed the button, the barrel broke open. Closed the barrel and you was ready to go. Had an old hammer on it. Cocked the hammer, you know using fire. If the hammer's down, you know using safe. And I shot the hell out of that old gun. And he's out shooting clays one day. And that old gun was light and it kicked like a mule to begin with. And them son of a bitch slipped a 3-inch Magnum in there. Kicked the shit out of it. Hey, baby, look at that's on the shell I had. But they do kick. They do kick. 3-inch Magnum. And I tell you what, you run a buckshot or a slug through that old gun, it knock your head off. Now I was probably about, I don't know, 18, 19 years old. 20. My 20s when I had that old gun. I missed that bird. I didn't miss him that time. See, I just eased it out there. I didn't try to force it. I wouldn't shoot one now, I can tell you that. Not at my age, but I affectionately nicknamed it the old mule, because it's son of a bitch kicked like a government mule. Ooh, it was rough. So we're using the 12 gauge now, and in a little while we go get in the geese blind. We're going to use the 10 gauge. Got a little bit more oomph. Ooh, I touched that one a long way. He's on the other side of the creek. Got 2 out of 3. Yeah, that old gun kicked. But we go over to the goose setup, which is going to be right. I'll show it to you where we're at. In fact, I've got this set up for multiplayer, and Kelly and I were talking about doing one day, but the birds are glitched in the game on multiplayer. As you can see, I've got 3 blinds set up, probably about 85 yards from each other, and in the middle of those blinds is a bunch of decoys. So we're going to go get in one of those blinds and kill some geese. Sometimes I have a little problem with the geese. They fly slower, and I tend to lead them too much. 10 gauge got a lot more on it. Yes, it does. And in the game, it sure does. That's why I use it on those. I didn't know the sheriff's hunt didn't work out. Yeah, I would rank 2. I got to get the game fixed. I got the police game is on the shelf until I can get it fixed. I've been working on projects. About to finish one up, I think. So, for some friends, I get that finished. Then I got to make a couple tweaks. Try to make them at least, but. I missed it. I shot behind that one. I tell you that. That dog gonna be run to death. He probably needs a break. We killed a bunch already. I think I've only fired three shots and missed, so I didn't get at least one bird. Got one. So I have changed the way that I shoot. Oh, river rat. I've changed the way that I shoot a little bit with the shotgun. Well, with all weapons, and it has improved my accuracy. Before I was using one hand, thumb, work the stick, and the trigger finger for the trigger. And I had a tendency to pull the shotgun. When I go to pull the trigger, naturally I'm trying to keep one finger still and one finger as a trigger. And I did real well with it, but I had a tendency to get into a habit of pulling it off target. So I switched and started using one hand for the stick and one hand for the trigger. And it took me a while to get used to it. Once I've used to it, my accuracy has improved. So, a slight improvement, about 20%. But when you bird at 20%, it's a hell of an improvement. We're going to get out and get some birds here. Hey, there's a autistic female. We're gonna. I hadn't seen one of them before. We're gonna save that harvest. That will be in the lodge. I got birds flying over me, but I'm trying to pick up birds. They'll fly off now that I'm out of there. I think that's the first logistic that I've seen. And the golden eyes go in the lodge. He just thought he was gonna get away, didn't he? I got him. Start all that dancing stuff. Dog does a good job of picking up the birds. We get about 99% of them. I think probably every once in a while maybe miss one, but hey, compared to the old days, you used to have to go get your own birds. This dog is great. This is a long shot here. We're going to try to get up ahead of him here. Knocked him to the lights out. We didn't get him. We got him in, though. Yeah, I got them all over the doggone place. So how many we've killed. I see a lot of people bird hunt and they're using a reflective sight, which is a dot, or trying to use a scope. In the game, nobody does that in real life. At least I hadn't seen anybody do it. I'm gonna peel off and get these right here. Got 2 out of 3. And I get often asked why I don't use one. Well, first of all, nobody does that in real life. Now they say, well, it's a game. Yeah, but I can do just as well or better with my bead as you can with yours. I lined that shot up long distance. I dialed the phone on that. Got 2 out of 3. Or 2, fired 2 shots and got 2. But it does take some practice. To be able to shoot the birds on the fly with a bead shot as it's intended to be. I was not all that great at it when I first started. In fact, I was really pitiful at it, but as you can see, I have grown leaps and bounds. I'm gonna let these birds come around. There's a bad angle. I'm gonna get the bird right here behind him here. I'm shot behind the bird, and I'm fixing to get him down. Oh, didn't get him. Must have Kevlar on. This is a good way to make some money if you hit them. If you can't hit them, it ain't worth a hoot for making money. But I was so tickled when this map came out because it was going to be about birds. I would love for them to get the multiplayer fixed. Would run smoothly. And I'm about high hopes that one of these days they'll do a map and they'll put some dove on it. That would be a lot of fun to do a dove hunt session. I shot under that bird. I got him. I dialed up the phone. Lucky strike. Don't know if I've ever seen that. Well, these birds are covered in hot and heavy. I told you this was a hot spot. I shot under that bird. Twice I've done that. This is the coordinates that I'm at. 407.858 and 7240, 155. That's the coordinates in case anybody wants to hunt this spot on their map. Oh, Ernie. There's no real good way to find out if a spot's a good spot rather than to go put a setup down. Now, each time I pick one of those up, it's anywhere from $300 to $350. So I probably picked up close to $3,000 right there. You go put a setup down, you try it. What does a setup consist of? Well, a blind. And I know there's about 4 different species of birds that come here. I've got a lot of decoys out there. A lot. I got about 60 decoys out there. 20 decoys is maximum effectiveness. They don't have to be half and half female male, it's just 20 of them. I got 20 decoys out there per species. I led that bird too far. I got him. You doing back here? You supposed to be picking up birds. Ain't time to eat yet. Like Brian B. always looking to eat. A lot of these birds, some long shots, last couple shots. We got a lot of hunting pressure already because we've been knocking them jokers out. Let's see if I can. Oh, that bird dodged me. You won't dodge that, will you, son? No, sir. You're running this shotgun. If you try to force that stick over, get in front of the bird, you're gonna be all over the place. Just need to get your stick going in the right direction, just a little faster than the bird is moving, and let your shotgun catch up. Yeah. Yeah. Have to call me in a little while, Lisa, when I get done here. I tried to get 3. We got 2. I got that bird. I got the shotgun. I wasn't low on the first shot. I had some bead on up there. We're gonna hunt ducks for another 20 minutes, and then we're gonna go over to the old goose line, do a little honking. Goose hunt's a little bit slower because of the way the geese come in. They'll come up high, circle around, check the area out, and they see all them decoys, and they kind of slowly make their way in a circle down, and then they just come in, and they can be a little more trickier to get to cooperate. Not quite as a free-for-all as this. I shot under that bird. I shot that bird. As you can see, we run through quite a few shells. Ernie said he mistaken some water pills and got a bunch of water weight on him. Yeah, you better stay on them pills. Now the second shot, I led that bird too far, but the third shot, I corrected. Let me see now. What is today? Today is Tuesday. Lisa, when am I supposed to be on Daryl's? I have to ask my bestie to keep track of my YouTube. I got... Oh, Lord. I can't even remember when Daryl's show is. He's supposed to be on Daryl's show this week. Oh, Lance. No, they're not pigeons. They ducks. Thursday, jackwagon. Yeah, y'all better remind me. I'll drink rum between now and then. I'll forget again. I've been busy, man. I've been working. Look at this high flying joke. I've been busy. Project building. Shot under that bird. I've been really working on some projects. I've been busy. I've about 4 projects going at the same time. I think that dude there's still quivering. Sure is. Wring your neck. All right. One old single. One dead single. They get that far, you really got to be on the money to get them. We killed a bunch of birds, folks. Look at this. Look at this hunting pressure on this spot. We have killed a bunch of birds. It only counts up to 20 in the codex, so I don't know how many we've killed. I think we killed 5 or 6 in the first 8 shots. So. This old shotgun gets the job done. Dead bird. I originally started out using a 20 gauge. But and 20 gauge is a good gun to start out with if you're trying to learn. Got a little less recoil, you get a little bit faster recovery. And it for beginners, it's a great shotgun. Get back on target faster because you're going to miss a lot of shots when you first start, and you're not going to be trying to shoot them from a long ways. Some of these long shots that I'm making, I worked myself into being able to make those. They're pretty hard to make when you're a newbie, so I would suggest using a... I let that bird too far. I didn't that time though. And I got that one too. About another 15 minutes, we're gonna jump the ship, go hunt some geese, do a little honking. Unless we have a low, I don't use the duck collar much. It's just with all these decoys, you really don't need. With the amount of decoys they have out there, and this being such a hot spot, and the amount of traffic we have, I don't use it much because it's cosmetic because of how good of a spot this is. Sometimes you need it, but I got more traffic coming through here than one man can handle. Tell you the truth. See if I can get both of these. Oh, they gonna land on me. I shot behind that bird. Got him. Didn't get him. Tried. Shot behind that bird. That's late. Run the legs off that dog in a minute. Here comes a bunch. See if they're gonna cooperate. Nah. I probably should let them come in a little bit. But every now and then, which is always kind of fun, you get one old bird that comes through, and man, that joker is booking it. I kind of like shooting at that bird. Always fun to get one of them just really burning up the sky. Good Lord, here comes 10. Yeah, I see him. Who the hell couldn't see him? I'm gonna peel off and get these a little closer. Come on around here. I got something for you. Come on, big boy. You're on candid camera. That bird. I was watching it on TV. Man, that old boy, that shotgun is smooth, ain't he? Oh, Lord. I worked hard to get that good at this. Come some more. Kelly really wanted to hunt with me today, and I looked it up. Of course, the multiplayer still broke. I got 3 with 3 shots, boys and girls. Three booms and 3 dead birds. I like it, that. All right. Give him a little honk. That dog probably don't you start blowing on that thing. Birds all over the place out here. Y'all stuck in the back door on me, did you? Bird had Kevlar. Alright, let's pick up some bodies. Head over to the Goose blind. See if we got anything special out of this bunch. think I've got one of them. Let me make sure the dog's got everything. You got everything? Shaking the water off yourself? Go get some geese. Go get some geese. Alright, I'm gonna fast travel over to the geese zone. Change out a duck call for my 3 geese calls. Goose. Gray-leg goose. And the short range Canadian geese call. I'm gonna replenish my shells. Shotgun that I use. Big shells. Try to get rid of that rain. We shot 75 shells in that box. Alright. Let me remove the bang tang. Call it out just a little bit. My shotgun is ready to go. Not ready. Trying to get rid of this dog on the 7-8. May play trucking game later. Sounds like fun. We need to dry the old truck. Hadn't done that in a spell. Hell, I'm at the wrong fly. I knew something didn't look right. We get that fast stuff. A little bit of a jog over here and then we'll be ready to go. This map does not have any big animals on it. The biggest animal on this map is a red fox. But I enjoy this map because of the bird hunt. Ducks, geese. Pheasants. Grouse. I think they ought to make, like I said, back to the dove hunting, I think they ought to make the one with a small map like this one is. It's not a very big map compared to what they used to make. Very small. I think they ought to make one with a bunch of fields in them for dove hunting. I think that would be fabulous. Maybe put mourning doves on one side of the map, white wings on the other. That would be pretty sweet. as you can see, I've got, in this hayfield, I've got 3 blinds set up. And I'm going to utilize one of those blinds right now. There's birds set up in front of each blind. I set this up for multiplayer. We ain't never been able to use it because multiplayer don't work. Got a glitch in it. There's 3 blinds here. You could actually put in probably one down yonder in the corner and one down there. And really, you could probably put one up here. So we could put a couple more here for multiplayer. All right, let's get the old 10 gauge out and see what we can get done. We'll blow at these birds a little bit. A little bit slower pace. There's some birds right there. Let's see what those are. Bean geese. Alright, come on, hit the bean geese call. See if I can get them to break. Now they're way too high right now, so I'm going to try to get this group here to break off. See how they're separating now? Alright, they're gonna come in here in a minute. They're going like that final swoop. They're gonna come in the back door back here. Looks like they're gonna come in about right in here somewhere. Too far. They're too far. He's right here on it though. Got one. We got us one. These pay about $500 a head, so they do pay good. Let's get a look at that old bean goose. Where'd I hit her at? Oh yeah, I peppered her good. They look good. It's a great model. $675 on that goose. That's a payday. May average anywhere from $675 to $520, I think is what they average. Now we'll wait on the next bunch. A little bit slower pace, but a lot of fun. Look at it. What we got here. Gray legs. It's a group of gray legs this time. That's the wrong call, Troy. Odd sounding call. They gone. Here comes the bird. I'm gonna let him land. I'm gonna fool with him. Too far out there for me to get a shot on him. Now that is the only problem with having a setup like this for multiplayer. What are y'all? That bird stack on high up there. They look like bean geese. But I ain't been able to spot them. Maybe they ride the jet stream up there. Where'd that goose go? He get up, fly off? No, he's right there. We could probably get him. I'm gonna spook him up. That kept forward. Every once in a while, you will get a pheasant, something that will fly over. Troy did not want me to see it. I didn't want you to show me up again. Well. There's a goose out here. Way out there. I'm gonna see if I can honk him in. God, sweet talking. Oh! Some good dang near landed on my head, I think. Here they come. I was able to con them into it. We got 2 and Pepper 1. 10 gauge got just a little bit more punch. Is that the one I shot? I don't think so. Let me see if I can. No, boy, he's moving, ain't he? All right, dog. Gonna hunt here a few minutes, and then we're gonna move down to the other blind, hunt that one a few minutes. That's like, back to my overly confident protege there. He says I didn't want him to join me because I didn't want him to show me up. I hope that they get this glitch fixed to this multiplayer, because I would like to give you the opportunity to show me up. Bean geese. I will gladly give you the opportunity to show me up swinging this shotgun. In fact, Vince, maybe they'll get it fixed. We do it on Late Night Live one night. Have us all kinds of good fun. Oh crap, they landed in front of me. We got one. I don't know if they fixed it or not. My retriever works great. My hound works great, but my pointer is supposed to run around and locate the ground birds and point and flush them for you. It ain't working. Wasn't working last competition we had. I don't know if it's working now, but I hope they get that fixed, because that sure was a luxury having that. $6.29. All right, let's run down here and hunt this other blind a little while. I don't know how much I've hunted this one. I want to go check it out. I put it here. Can't remember if it produced or not. I've got about 8 or 10 spots set up all over this map. This would be another good spot down here if it produces to put up a second multiplayer spot. You really need two. Go shoot the hell out of one area, you can move to the other, then go back to that area, get the hunting pressure off of it. This field is perfect for another multiplayer. Basically set blind, do 4 blinds on this field. So it's further enough away where the hunting pressure won't spill over either onto your secondary field. Yeah, I hunted this field. This field's alright. It does a good job. I get one in the back door. I remember hunting it now. You could put a blind up, not really in the corner, but on the corners. Put 4 of them up and spread the birds out in the middle. Do some good. Brian B and I have the women's tournament coming up that we're going to be doing, and then I'm going to be helping Lisa with the jug tournament. What are you? That's a great lady. High as he could be. I got one gray leg and one bean goose. What do I want to go after? We're going to go after the gray leg. It's a weird sounding joker on it. I got his attention. He said, there's a girlfriend down there for me, I think. I'm fixing to show him a hot mama here in about 2 seconds. Bird shot coming out of the barrel of the shotgun. Come on around here, son. Ooh, I missed it. That doggone bird's got Kevlar on. I shot that bird 4 times. Golly. He had more lead flying. Oh my God, I didn't want to do that. He had more lead flying around him than the lead factory. The bean goose. That bird is way too high to even shoot at. There's no way you're going to hit that bird with this shotgun. Too high, too high. Before we end today, let's see. I got a minute. Oh, we're gonna go down to Pheasant Alley down here. We're going to check that dog out, see what that dog tells me. At 8 a.m., birds feed along this bank over here. And we're going to go down through there, check out a little, see if that dog's working, get a little bonus coverage. After we shoot a few of these, we might run over just a little bit today. I'm going to go see if that dog's working while I got my shotgun. I'm going to try to do some peacock bass fishing later today. Now those birds I can shoot. This right here, they're broken up. I'm going to let them, they're getting ready to come in. There they come. Where'd that bird go? Lost that one. Couldn't find him. Too far. I hit him. Well, we got 2. Now this 10 gauge does have a little bit more punch to it. So I would highly suggest this on the geese. You can see I got one pellet in the chest cavity. Look, we got a little action here. Bean geese. All right, let's hawk out. I want that big bunch of jokers right there to break. I don't want these 2 over here. If they're gonna break. No, they just kept on going, didn't they? Well, it is. These two right here fixed the break. They broke right there. Fixed the break. Fixed the break. Here they go. Tell by the body language when they're gonna break. We got him. Lead on these birds is much shorter. I shot behind that bird on the second shot. Look. I got him. I peppered him. See if he goes down. It's gonna be hard to tell with all this pressure I got here. I think I hit that bird. Let's see if the dog's there. Let me pick up these gray legs. Handsome looking bird. I think those are mean geese. What they sound like. They are. See how a few have broke off the pack. Two right under in the middle is one I'm gonna try to get. If I can. I'm gonna let this bird here land. I'm gonna let them two come around. I'll fix to jump up and stick a shotgun. And I got one. I did go as planned. I wanted to try to get that one when I get up off the ground, but all right. We making a little money. Fix to go get the pointer out. We're fixing to go. Must be gray legs. They're kind of quiet. They are. They're already getting ready to break. There they go. I'm gonna get this bird coming at me first. I peppered that bird, but kind of hard to kill. That damn 20 gauge is useless on these birds, unless they're close. Alright. Let's go see if we can hunt up a few pheasants for a little bonus coverage today. I want to see if this pointer's working. I gotta get the dog. Got a little duck hunting, got a little goose going. I wasn't planning on doing any goose hunting, and then the thumbnail made, when I made the thumbnail with Jim and I put goose on it, and I said, well, I will put a little goose time in while we're at it, right? I'm gonna go. Might need to clean this campsite up. Brian B ain't doing his job. Look at this mess. Ah, look how he sleeps. Alright, let me refurbish my ammo here on my 10 gauge. $250 shotgun shells. Swap out the pooch for the pointer. Yeah, I hear you. Take a nap in this messy bed. Oh yeah. We're headed right here. We're gonna walk right down this coastline here. Like junk laying around here, I almost walked in the fire trying to get out of here. Alright, I am back on the Bang Tang 12 gauge for these birds. You can use 20 for these. Works just fine. 16 is also a good choice. I just like a 12 gauge. I don't know if this is going to work or not, guys, because I hadn't tried it since the update, so hopefully it's fixed. I'll know pretty quick. In 10-15 minutes what it's works like it should. Fox. Raccoon dog. Somewhere out here. There he is. It's a nice raccoon dog. We don't have anything big enough to shoot him with, so we just let him alone. There's a fox going up the hill there. Ooh, that's a 7. That's a big old boy there. I might come down here and sit up on top of this, lay down on top of that hill up there and snipe a little bit. Could be a fun thing to do when we watch TV. Just lay up on the hill up there and wait on big boy to come by. with a rifle. That gets the job done. We're going to be hunting raccoon dog in the next Real and Virtual Outdoors Rod and Gun Club event. Sure we are. Alright, there's a bird over there. Flying over my head, actually. He was flying over my head. That's a $1,000 bird right there. Find this joker in this grass. There he is. Black grouse. I peppered her full of bullets. 753. The males usually pay around a K. So, alright, we're gonna ease on down here and we're gonna put the dog on. See what we can dig up. I have give the command. Let's see if she works. She should find one. She should bark if she finds one. Finds a trail. And then she will begin to track. Point. That's why them fox stuff down here, his carcass is down here. Just mark that. She's a hunting for one. She's on one. Alright, let's see where she goes. Alright, going back up the hill. I found one. Alright, now she's gonna go locate this bird and she's gonna start creeping. Gonna start creeping up on it and she's gonna point. And then I'm gonna have her flush. Taking me way up the hill. Oh yeah. Way up the hill. Slow down a little bit, let her get in front. Alright, she's sneaking. So she has located her trail. And I'm going to walk in behind her now and I'm going to let her do her thing. She is cautiously It's in a critical position. Hold. Animal spook. She lost it. Ah, there they go, right there. Got the wrong shot. I got the. No, I had the wrong shotgun, boys and girls. Don't really matter, but I still had the wrong shotgun. That's all. No, it ain't. That's the right shotgun. No, it's the wrong shotgun. I knew it was. All right. Now we've got the correct gun. All right, there's a bird up here. I'm going to put her back on the bird as we go get these 3 that we shot. 3 of them up here. I'm going to give her an opportunity to find that bird while we go pick these up, wherever they may be. There's one of them. But it's that, no, that's not a bird. That's a doggone carcass laying there. Here's a bird. Female pheasant. All right, let's see if I can find the other 2. Nope. You gotta be right here somewhere. There they are. Nope. What's up, Tim? I'm looking for birds that I shot. Where are them birds? There's one of them. Should be one more. Thought I got 2 up here on this one shot. Ain't nobody won't see that. I know I got 3. But where is that other bird? Well, there's a bunch of carcasses laying out here. I'll fix the tape. I'm gonna make one more pass, and we're gonna go on. Alright, come on, dog. Couldn't find that third bird. But that's alright. You can use the 10 gauge Omni birds if you so desire. And some people like just using one shotgun. There's something out there. That's a pheasant I hear. Where are you? Right there. Just sitting there pretty as you please. Well, let's ease over that way. See if old dog can pick it up. It's too far for it to pick it up right now. We're gonna ease down there. That's a male down there. That's a male. She's headed in the right direction. Boy, I hit a bunch of birds on that doggone torn the swing. God dog, it's pheasants. I hit a spot that had pheasants. There's more pheasants you can shoot at. I had a blast that day. I killed probably 14, 15 of them within 10 minutes. He's flying and I shoot. I was on the cart. Bird's right here somewhere. She's on it. The dog is working. I can say the dog is working. I wish it had been working when I had that competition for that black grouse. Oh, there's my bird. She's on it. I'm fixing to make her flush. How the bullets. Look at all them birds. Alright, let me see what they do. We got one. I led that bird. The bird's too far. That'd been bad if I missed all them birds. Flew up out of there. About 4 of them flew up out of there. Put her back on the search. The dog, when you do this with a dog, dogs sometimes will get a little hung up in one area. And if she's scouted an area and she seems to be hanging around that area, I'll kind of move on down a ways and drag her with me, so to speak. Try to get her on some fresh ground. For the most part, I let her work. But when I know she's spending too much time in an area, you're going to have to get in with a certain radius of a bird for her to alert. So I let her mingle some, but I don't let her mingle long. Somebody will probably come along and tell me, you're doing it wrong. Maybe. But I'm successful, so I don't pay much attention to it. There's a rabbit burrows right here. For those who've ever bird hunted, up and game bird hunt real life, you do a lot of walking. One reason why I never could do it. You do a lot of walking. I really should have got more than one out of that last set, but it is what it is. Okay, I heard one. So I'm going to head off in this direction. Now, she's already headed that way. But if she wouldn't, I would drag her this way. There's going to be a bird up on this hill up here in the general vicinity. So I'm going to drag the dog that way by simply walking that way. She's not going to get out of too far out of my radius. So I'm going to kind of help her out a little bit here. Let's see if she picks it up. Put her on it again. See what she does. Bird's down this hill. Come on, old girl. Pick it up. Somebody's texting the hell out of me. What are you doing? Come on. What is she hung up on up here? There's nothing there, Goo. Oh, got you. She's on it. All right, there's my bird right now. Now she's fixing the point. I'm gonna get. I'll fix to have her flush. Here we go. That all went wrong. Yeah, yummy. I shot that bird at that bird. He dove, landed. I went to shoot him again. Look at this song. Got him. That's a dead bird there. He's not going to go too far. Damn, I'm out of shells. I'm running out of shells. I think we found the load, boys and girls. I can't hit that bird over there. Too far. Alright, let's go get some birds here. They're all over the place right here. Got him. Got him again. I think we found a few. There's one up here. Gonna be one up here on the other side of this hill, if I can find her. And there's gonna be one back here on that hill. See if I can locate in this tall grass. Blood spot. Let's see where this goes. May have passed it. I may have passed it. There it is. This may be the one I shot up on that hillside. That's a male. Nice looking bird. That bird did duck. That bird did. I'm gonna tell y'all something funny about my mother. My mother was a terrible shot with a pistol it ever was. Mainly because she was uncomfortable with it. She flinched every time she shot. So she jerked the trigger. She had a little old junky 32. Thing looks like it's made out of cast iron, metal. And I was probably about, I don't know why, it's probably about 15, 16, maybe 14 years old, somewhere along in there. We had this rooster. And that was the meanest son of a bitch there ever was. You couldn't even go out in the backyard with him. He'd flog you. And the fact is, I was on crutches at racing then, and he chased me a couple of times. I kicked him with a crutch. I whacked him over the head of that wooden crutch many a time. But now Dowd, he'd get after Dowd. He went out there in the backyard, that rooster jumped on him, scratched him all up. My mother, she's mad on the way in here, and she said, I'm going to get my gun, I'm going to kill that rooster. I've had it with him. I told your daddy to get rid of him. She went and got that little junky 32 and run out there in the backyard. And I heard bang, bang, bang. She shot 5, 6 times. She kept running back up the house. And where you going? I got to get some more shells. Dog, how many bullets does it take for 32 to kill a rooster? She said, he's jumping the bullets. I said, say what now? He's jumping the bullets. She said, I shoot at him, and he jumps up in the air and jumps over my bullet. I said, hell, if he's doing that, don't kill him. Let's put him in circuits. He's jumping the bullets. That's a talented rooster be jumping bullets. Let's don't kill him. Let's put him in the circus. Needless to say, she held on to that. He was jumping the bullets for years after that. And Daddy had to come home and dispatch of the rooster because Mama wasn't getting the job done. Well, that little old Clarkie 32. That's what it was, old Clarkie. First and only time I ever saw one. Jumping the bullets. As long as I live, I'll never forget that. That was a fun moment. She's on one. This dog is working again, thank God. I tried her out when we did that grouse hunt. Good God, I'll tell you, I hunted all over that map. I seen birds and the dog wasn't finding nothing. And I got multiple birds up here. In fact, I may flush one before I get to what she's got. She's sneaking. She's still going. Creeping along there, look at her. That bird's in a bad spot. He goes out the back door, I'll never see him. Hopefully she gets, I'm gonna swing around so I can get a better view. Lost it. Oh, there it is right there. See it going up the hill? There's multiple birds right here. She's pointing. I'm getting ready. Oh. Bird moved. Come on. That bird moved on her. He's right there. A bunch of birds right here. We got one. I'm gonna reload because there's more of them out here. she's already on another one. Lots of females today. Too far. I tried. That one's way too far too. I'm going to drag her to where I know the birds are, where the birds went down up here. Kind of help her along, and then she'll take over from there. That bird I shot at, the first bird I shot at won't go. I missed. I shot over it, and that bird that flew from left to right caught my eye, and I pulled the shot. Tell you what happened. In all honesty of disclosure, that's what happened. She's on it. She's pointing. Bird's coming out of there. No. Bird went out the doggone back door. We're on the load right now. We can get a few of them. Rabbit burrow. I bet there's some birds up here. In this route. Hoping that bird would come at me instead of going the other way. Where are we at up here? Yeah. There should be some down here in this little valley here. I think I see one right there. No. The shadow. Catch up to the dog a little bit here. Go back down this way. I want to hit this little strip right here again. Some birds went that way. Well, we've had a pretty good day. We've killed some ducks. We've had some conversation. We've got a few goose. Got a couple of pheasants. Even got an old grouse. Speaking of an old grouse, there's one right there. A cooing at us. Let's see if old dog can pick it up. I hope it ain't in the brush. He's right there in front of us. Dog should be picking that up. Now the dog may not be picking up the grouse. Let's see. He may be only working on pheasants. She should have picked that up. as she does. Not picking up the grouse. She should be. I'm gonna have to solo this one. She should be picking that up. And it may not be working on the grouse. Let me see if I can find her. Oh, she found something. Hang on. Let's see. May not be a grouse, but we're going to go with the doe. She's on something. It's probably going to be a pheasant. If it is, that means it's probably not working on the grouse, which is odd. Works on one bird but not the other. Okay. The hell is she leading me to? That's a pheasant. She's still on the trail. Oh, she's pointing. All right, I'm going to let her point a minute. I'm going to get a little closer to this bird. Oh, it did flush. Dead bird. It's interesting she did not pick up the grouse. She's supposed to work on both species. But hey, look at that. That's a molting. We don't have one of these. And we're going to save that harvest. Hey, I've got 3 put in the lodge today. It's been a hell of a day. No, we don't do that. I don't have one of those. That's going to look good in the lodge. Just a gold, but still a rare. Can always replace it with a diamond one of these days. Oh, she's on. Where we going, old girl? Damn birds flying all over the place. That gum, I've been messing around there. We got that bird. Finally. Should have took me that many shots to get that bird. Do better than that, Troy. Now, let me see if I can find. and keep my head on a swivel. Y'all hear them things cooing? There's my bird. An old grouse. $1,000 bird. I don't know if I've hunted this side yet, so we're gonna put her on a hunt. See what she can dig up over here. My guess is gonna be a lot more grouse on this side. On this woods. She may not find anything. She's not finished working on the grouse. We'll give her an opportunity to see what she does. A lot harder to get them in here in this thick stuff than he's out there in that open field. Let's see. A raccoon dog. I'm gonna let her go and see what she does. We're on the last leg of the Hunter Call of the Wild for the Rod and Gun Club. We're gonna September. We're gonna do a little fishing. Little bit of fishing planet for a while. Not long, but we will mix it in. I don't know what's over here. I hadn't had much luck over here. But that don't mean anything. But this might be a bust. We're gonna find out. It looks pheasant-ish, but found if you tell her to heel and then reset the search, sometimes that helps her a little bit. So let's see what happens. We're exploring right now. We don't know what we're going to find up here, if anything. I hear some geese. across the water. May not be no meat up here. King geese. This might be a good spot to put a multi-layered geese blind up. See if I see anything out there. I think we are definitely out of Pheasant Alley, so to speak. Are there any down here? There's some birds down here, yeah. We're going to fast travel down here and hunt the peninsula before we go today. If there are raccoon dogs and foxes down here, this is a prime spot right here to do a drive. You would need 3 hunters, one here, and one on this west coast, and you would walk in a straight line down through there. What happens is you walk straight line, you get the animals running away from you towards the coast, the point of the peninsula. And when they get about 500 meters from the coastline down there, it's going to be chaos. Animals don't run into the water. They're going to turn around about 500 meters and they're going to run at you. And that makes for a fabulous drive. We have done one of those on live before. They're a lot of fun. Sometimes you have a lot of animals running at you. In this case, it would be raccoon dogs and foxes. Done a couple of deer drives that way. They were a lot of fun. Now that we know how to do it, what gun do we use? You better be using something with some buckshot in it. Because when they come running at you, they are running. I got a bird over here. Ah, it's a dog. That's a raccoon dog. We got something right here. Look at here. Now that was a perfect illustration of what I was talking about. He got pinned up against the water down there. What did he do? He turned and run. I didn't have the right gun to shoot him, but alright, I'm going to take a turn to the south here. We're going to go right down here. Right up this hill. Come on, dog. Let me recall her. Alright. Get after it, Big Mama. Little raccoon dog, that joker was running, boy. Some of the guys that I did a drive with last time, some of them took a rifle. I'm like, boy, this gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting. They got off them rifles pretty quick. I killed a bunch of animals that night, just buckshot. No birds? We hadn't seen many birds on this side. We're gonna at least walk down here to stand. Check it out. I've got a stand up here on the hill for fox. Now, I'm not so sure she's picking up the grouse. I don't think she is. There's a raccoon though. But I know she's working on the pheasant, so. Maybe they will get that fixed. No ducks up here. This is duck alley up here, boy. Ain't no doubt about that. Starting here on all the way up through all this is just loaded with ducks. We killed a bunch up here today. In fact, there's some flying over yonder. That raccoon dog going up that hill just to run it. Alright, I'm going to get up here, show y'all this, because we're going to do a future show on this. I have put this up here for the specific reason of that dog thinks I've gone nuts. Of where you can see these animals come water right here. And there's a bunch of watering zones along here, 3 of them. And from right here, I can see all the way down both sides of the bank, 400 yards. And I think I'm going to put me a... There's something running there. Raccoon dog. See what I'm talking about? I think I'm going to put me a little old 2-feeder right here, about 140 yards. See if I can grow in some animals. I think I've got one. I'll just do that while we're live. Let me see if I've got one. I think I own one. I can find a place to put this tent. We just may do that today. Get that knocked out. I need a flat spot to put this tent. Check my inventory here. See what I've got. God, we'll just buy one. Portable structures. Yeah, I've got one. This works on canines, carnivores, and scavengers. Well, take that tin out. Put this in here. Let's go set this up, shall we? I'm going to set it up to fill it. Let me get my vantage point where I want to put it. I'm going to put it right here at 110 yards. 111 will be all right. put a waypoint down. Let's go put her out. I'm gonna have the best of both worlds right here. I'm gonna have water and hose, and I'm gonna have a feeder. And I hear a bird. I'll get distracted a minute, see if I can get this bird. And we'll go do that. This is a grouse. This dog should pick this bird up. If it's gonna pick up grouse. We about to find out. Still nothing. The bird is right up here somewhere. They're gonna be hard to hunt without that dog. I didn't think that's that far. We'll let her cross the road and we're gonna go put up our tube. Have you died yet? No, ma'am. There ain't nothing really on this map here that killed me. Oh, she's got a bird. Wait a minute now. We're on a bird. Alright. Let's see if this is a grouse. She definitely picked one up. Yeah, you can use my phone. I don't know what that is. That may be a grouse. She got him hemmed up, boy. He's about to have a fit up there. That was a grouse. I missed it. But she did find it. You think so, huh? Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Alright. Well, we blowed the shot. Where's the dog? Come on, dog. Hell. But that's the way it is sometimes. Alright, let's go put the scent tube out. We tried. She picked up that grouse. Right face first in that bush, didn't it? All right, let's put this scent tube out. I'm going to put it out right here in this clearing spot. Just so I can see it. There we go. That is out. Let's spit it. No, hell, we didn't want to do that. Alright. Eats scraps. It works on raccoon dog, common coon, and red fox. Works on the 2 scavengers that we want on this map. Let's run back up here and go get in the stand and see if we got a bird's eye view. Don't do no good to have a feeder if you ain't got no view of it. I may come back hunt this tonight. Don't know yet. May go hunt, may go fish, but she's not fast. I like to catch it if it's not fast. Fishing plan. Let's see. Alright, we are high up on the hill. Oh yeah. 111 yards, we got a perfect view of that. Anything comes in here is gonna get seen pretty quick. I do not need to leave this tent here, because I've got a short walk to the They have rabbits to eat. They have rabbits, and pheasants, and grouse, and fox do catch many, many birds. They are very cunning. In the real world, I'm going to pick up my tent. Let's go shoot a few clays before we go in the business. Go see if I can hit a few. If I can find the house. I think it's right here. That's like ending the show with a couple of gunshots, right? Alright, let me see if this is the right thing. I wish, may not be the right, yeah it is. I wish they would have done a little bit more work on this clay sheet. This could be a lot of fun. What in the hell? Alright. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this. Alright. A little tough. I don't think we hit one yet. Got that one. Shot over that one. Missed that one. Shot to the right. Get a better view. I ain't done a whole lot of this. That was to the left. Got that one. Got that one. 3 in a row. Four in a row. What was you saying about that? Five in a row. Half a dozen in a row. You were saying? See something about old Troy. Old Troy knows when to end the damn show while he's looking good. God bless you and thanks for being part of Real and Virtual Outdoors. And I will see you on Thursday.